Alright, let's go on to the next chapter, Laos. A couple things you need to know about Laos. Their beer is called Beer Lao, and their whiskey is called Lao Lao. We are going on a 8-hour boat ride to Luang Prabang, and my boy here is making me a nice hefty sandwich.
Like chicken.
Yeah. We then hopped on the slow boat. It's a 2-day slow boat tour into Luang Prabang.
Luang Prabang is the largest northern city in Laos. The 2-day boat itself was a huge adventure. We got to meet a bunch of other travelers from around the world and actually share the boat ride with a lot of the locals that use it as just a normal means of transportation. Along the side of this river the whole way up, you got to see the population and the people that actually live along this riverside. And these houses and huts, there's no way you can access them by road. It's entirely just a system based along this river.
And there's lots of these boats that go along the river. Tons of backpackers there. We're all having beers and listening to music and getting to know one another. We arrived in Luang Prabang and shacked up at the hostel we found on Hostel World.
Hello, welcome to Sony's guest house. This way, we will show you the rooms.
So one of the really rich and cultural things that you can do when you're in Luang Prabang is you can wake up at the crack of dawn at like 5 a.m. and you go and watch these monks do this daily walk up into the temple systems, but the local people and the shop owners, they all get there beforehand and they sit and they make an offering to the monks. And the monks in their orange outfits with their umbrellas do this walk all the way to their temple where they're going to be doing their prayers and their studies for the day. And if you're looking for a good photo op, this is a great one.
We went over to the Living Land Company to get a true rice field experience, and I loved it because it's an ethical, organic farm that employs locals, which otherwise wouldn't have work.
Welcome to Living Land. Yeah, I'm Laoli. I'm a farmer in the Living Land farm, and we're planting sticky rice. Yeah, welcome you to sticky rice. And this buffalo is pink. In turning the soil.
Okay, so what do I do?
But it's okay.
There's hard walking under here.
Yeah.
What's that? That's
Not
leech.
at all. No. Pull them out for planting. So during planting, many people will come and help out. They will sing in a song. Yen sabai sauna. Yen sabai sauna. So 1 grain I might produce about 3,000 to 4,000 grain in the next harvest. There will be some flower out from the grain and they open. So in this time rice needs to pollinating. So right now I will get only 20% because 80% the tiny sparrow will come and eat all of them. Right.
Yeah, I'm such a bitch. I'm such a bitch. I just figured it out. I'm scared of leeches.
You get a bunch of rice. Yes.
Rice. Ready for the rice field.
One of the tours that we did was we went and checked out this waterfall system, which Luang Prabang is very famous for, and they are absolutely stunning. We did encounter a whole bunch of monks who seem to have had their day off, and we're up there taking photos, and I've always found it really funny when I encounter monks taking selfies, and I can see them with their own Instagram or Facebook accounts and posting pictures of themselves in these orange outfits with these waterfall systems behind them and tagging their friends. It's kind of brings these two different worlds colliding together.
After that, we hopped the bus to Vieng Vien. This is a small city known for an epic party. It's a tubing party. I think it's the world's only tubing pub crawl. We're now in Vieng Vien and we're about to go tubing, which apparently, according to Alex, is one of the coolest things to do. But they had to shut down a lot of the bars in the area because of all the death that was happening. People were partying too much and going too hard. So we're gonna check it out 5 years later. Hopefully it's still as fun as we had hoped for.
You know, amongst the backpacking community, Vieng Vien is kind of this legendary place, which about 5 or 6 years ago, it was such a destination for people to go and just kind of lose their minds for a bit.
We ended up going from one bar to the other. When we got to the last bar, Sam and I saw that there was a rope that guided you over there. When we got there, Sam actually got pulled under and she got clotheslined by the rope. And this experience was so scary. When we watched the footage after, we're like, man, that really didn't look scary. I thought that Sam was gonna die that day.
Enjoyed it. It was tons of fun. There was fire limbo, everyone was playing basketball, there was volleyball, there was mud wrestling, there was dance competitions, drinking competitions, there was, oh man, it was unbelievable.
Aside from the tubing in Vieng Vien, there's a whole bunch of other activities that you can do. After the tubing, we did a kayak down the river. So the kayaking was actually pretty fast because of the height of the river at this point. So we were just flying down the river. So that was our time in Laos. I love Laos.
And then we're heading up to Hanoi, Vietnam. It was a 24-hour bus By far the longest bus we've taken so far on the trip, but it was so much cheaper than flights. So gotta check out Lao Lao, have a beer Lao, and chase it with a shot of Lao Lao for me. And cheers guys, now we're off to Vietnam. Ciao ciao.